Hello, and welcome to another episode of The End of the Search. This one I call it Perceiving Separation versus Feeling Separate. In other words, the world of appearances is the world of perception. It appears as if though there's a me who is perceiving other things. But the feeling of being separate has to do with judgment. It has to do with the belief that there's a me separate from everything else. The only thing that is true is what is. That's it. Right now, what it is what is. This moment, this experience. See? Even though you may still perceive separation in the sense that perceiving objects, but somehow you rest in the knowing that you are. You see? So feeling separate happens when the mind begins to judge the experience, and now you suffer the consequences of that judgment. But when you recognize, or when there's the recognition that I am, then all of a sudden there's a knowing, there's an intuitive sense of being, and you know that life, you are life, and all of it is life, and life takes care of itself. I love the quote from the Bible that says, "Seek you first the kingdom of God and its righteousness, and all of the things will be added on to you." From the perception of separation, the mind can take that quote and suggest, if I, the person, seek you first the kingdom or whatever, spirituality, then all these objects that I think that I need or want will be given to me. But from the perspective that we're seeing here is that when you know who you are, it's not that the things will be added on to you, because there's nothing separate from you. It's a recognition that everything is you. And if something is needed, that which you are, call it divine intelligence or whatever, either will inspire you to do something in order for that to appear in your life, or that will manifest in your life without you having to do anything. But we're not putting the attention here on objects or on things. We're pointing to the fact that I am. This is all that we're pointing in these videos. That's it. When you believe the content of the mind, you feel separate. When you don't believe the content of the mind, you experience perception, but you don't feel any separation. You simply rest in beingness. Right now, you are being. You cannot not be. Try not to be. You see? The problem, I've said this before, is that you think that you're being someone. And that someone is a thought. And all we're pointing here is to what is. Right now, all that there is what is. There's no future. There's no past. It's only what is. The invitation is resting in what is. And of course, if you think that I'm talking to you, the person, the conceptual mind thinks that I'm suggesting you, the person, to rest in what is. No, there's no person, there's no you. But within the context we seem to appear, this is the language that is being used that is pointing to what is. Right now, are you not being? Sense of aliveness, beingness, this is it. This is it. There's no need to say anything, there's no need to do anything, this is it. Doing seems to happen, saying things to happen, but you simply are. You remain as you are. And the invitation is just to notice the fact that you always are. And the only thing that seems to intervene or seems to be an obstacle to the fact that you are is when the identification is with the mind, with the thoughts. And that thoughts, that evaluation, that interpretation is what gives the sense of feeling separate. But without it, what remains? when I ask the question, is not to receive an answer. I'm simply saying, when there's no identification with the content of the mind, present, past, future, me, whatever, it doesn't matter. When there's no identification with the thought, what remains? Rest in that. And well, this is the inspiration that came through. I hope it served. And as always, may peace permeate the mind so that love can be extended.